All right, hey people, Russ Jensen. It's about 11:50 a.m., 17th day of January 2017 here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Now, I've named my project Constitutional Cannabis. That's really what it's about. I don't really talk that much about cannabis use, but we're going to be. But prior to that, it's important people have to start understanding who and what you are and understanding what has happened, why it is that there's all these prohibitions against everything. And yet our elected officials uh, are completely unaccountable to us, drag us into their courts, won't tell us what jurisdiction they're operating under, how they got us there. You know, alcohol was prohibited through a constitutional amendment, 18th Amendment, 1920s, when that happened. Okay? So, and then it was repealed, the 21st Amendment, 1933. Now, stands to reason, alcohol's commodity, cannabis commodity, stands to reason that they would have to, if they were operating legitimately with true constitutional authority, they would have to create an amendment to prohibit cannabis use, production, manufacture, distribution, all the things that were prohibited by the 18th Amendment. So I think a date's very instructive for people. 1933. What happened in that year? Hmm? Wasn't that the year the big so-called banking emergency, removal of gold and silver? Was. Okay? So that's what this is about. That's why I'm starting to talk to people about, hey, we need to ask that question. Huh? How is it that they believe that they have permission to suspend any provisions of that document that created them without acting either as an overthrow or uh, in treasonous acts? Okay? That's what's happened. We, the people, the government is supposed to be designed to work on our behalf, mutual safety and benefit, okay? Working for the mutual safety and benefit of a small group. So that's what this is about. So please continue to work with me, stay with me, read this book, Law of Nations, start getting yourselves a little bit of an understanding of who and what you are, and the relationship between you and the governance, and what it is that's required of them in order to do these things, which they don't have permission to do right now. Okay? So it's up to us, people, to get organized, do things in a proper manner also. Okay? Protesting, rioting, disrupting business, stopping commerce, all those things that people have done and tried. And yeah, you get a little bit of media time, but it doesn't help us, doesn't get us where we need to be, which is back in control, living, consenting to be governed under a constitutional uh, form of governance. They pretend that is what giving them their authority, but they do not abide by it. So how is it possible that they get to do that? What? Because they have some guys with a printing press, printing out little pieces of paper that they've convinced everybody is money. Yeah. So I'm continue to keep working, try to help people get educated about all this information. Like I said, I don't claim to be a professor or a teacher, an attorney, a lawyer, or anything else. Right? I just know what I've read. I know what's been successful for me a little bit when I've had to interact with these government officials using language, certain language, words, things. Okay, understanding people. You are the sovereign's authority. You. Okay? They need your permission, which they claim, oh, you voted. That's how we got our permission. So, anyways, no, it is constitutional cannabis, but in order for us to be able to have the liberties, the freedoms, the naturally occurring right to use substances found on this planet to improve our situations, to help our loved ones with illnesses that have been brought upon us by this regime, we have to then do what? Bring back the law ourselves. we have to, I guess we're going to have to force them to obey it. So, anyways, I'm going to come back later. We're talking a bit more about this declaratory judgment, what it is, kind of how it works. We'll start drafting that, showing people how we're drafting it over the next couple of days. Okay, and these things are very important. We can start challenging jurisdiction properly for any cases that you're being involved in, criminal or civil. Okay, but primarily got to understand who and what you are, and the fact that government exists because of you, not the other way around. And what is government? It is people that have been given permission to do certain things within a certain set of guidelines, some rules and regulations which we find in the Constitution. Also, those rules, the terms are defined much more specifically for us in the book Law of Nations, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 10. And it tells us what we can do, gives us authority to do things when the sovereigns and the sovereignty have violated the terms of the contract, which they're doing, or appears to be what they're doing right now. So, love everybody. I'll come back and talk to everybody a little bit later.